So for the range, welcome to range. We're going to focus on range now. So domain, we know, was all the x values that made up a function. Range is the set of all y values that make up the function. So today, instead of looking at our x values, we're going to be focusing on our y. Y is our superstar for today. So we know that when we're looking at domain, our x values, we read left to right, right? Left to right. Now, when we look at range, we're going to be looking at our values from lowest to highest. So we always want to go from negative numbers possibly to positive numbers, or lowest numbers to bigger numbers. So we're going to be reading from lowest to highest. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw some horizontal lines this time, marking where my lowest values are, right? And where they're hitting that y-axis, which in this case, they're hitting at 1, because these two are hitting at 1. And they are closed circles. And I know closed circles gives us a less than or equal to sign, and it also gives us these harsher brackets. Now I'm going to look at my highest value, and I think for a second it could be here, right? Because this line, this side is ending here, but then I notice this arrow. And I know that this arrow is going to go on forever and ever and ever, right? This arrow, because it is going to extend to infinity and beyond. So my highest value is actually going to be infinity. And I know infinity we treat as if it's an open circle. And we have a less than sign, not less than or equal to, just less than, because we can't include infinity. We can't hold it in our hands. And when we have infinity or when we have an open circle, we're going to use our softer parentheses. So for interval notation, we are going to start with our lowest value. Remember, we're looking at our y's now, our y value. So we have our lowest values at 1, positive 1. And we are including our positive ones because these 2 points here are closed circles. So we are including that positive 1. Oops. And then instead of an x, instead of writing an x, we're going to write a y in the middle now because we are talking about our y values, remember? And y is going to be in between that and infinity. So between 1 and infinity. I'm bad at drawing infinity signs, so here we go. 1 and infinity. So that's how we write the interval notation. Set notation's a little bit easier. We have our numbers 1, and we have infinity, and then we're going to make sure we use the right parentheses or brackets when we're including numbers. Like when we're including our 1, we're using our closed brackets. And for numbers like infinity or when we have an open circle, we're using our parentheses. So that is for this range problem here. Remember, range, we're focusing on y values, y, so we're looking at the y-axis always and focusing there.